having passion for manufacturing, so as the Ministry, Honorable Minister of Trade and Investments, the federal government and the Bank of Industry also have passion to develop small-scale industries in the country. And recently they came out with NEDEP.
Okay.
National Enterprise Development Project and Program, which I believe you are one of the beneficiaries.
Oh, praise God,
Can you tell us how you are able to benefit from this program?
Yes, I think I will be a good example to tell that. Once I was watching television, I was watching Channels Television on a Tuesday, and then I saw Bank of Industry showcasing the works they have done, the places they have visited. I picked interest because I have been into this manufacturing for over 4 years. I love helping youths to get jobs. So that's a personal passion. So I decided to take my trials. I took off after prayers and visited their office at Asaba. And a good thing, the day I went there, they gave me an audience. Unlike other banks, I have been going since I started manufacturing for over 4 years now. Then only them, they just welcomed me and told me to show some of my samples, which I gave them my tissue and my soap, which we came down that day. And then I dropped it, they gave me a number and left. But to my surprise, on 5 days after, they called me that they are coming to my site. And before I could even reach my site, they were already there. And that's what really motivated me. And they came, saw what we were doing, and from that moment, the whole story changed. They came in and they began to package us. You can see, we are working now. Before they come in, it was like a stress on earth. So skeletal work, you are battling to get raw materials, you are battling to put things in order because these machines are not easily gotten. Thank God we have some good Nigerians that build machines, but they are not like what you want. And then we also have the trouble of power. The gen I have is not really much enough, strong enough to power all my systems. I have some machines now that I'm not even using because the gen cannot carry all of them. So when I opened up to them and tabled it, they came and they told me they are coming with assistance with a machine and at the same time give us a new, better gen. And they didn't fail. They lived up to their expectations. And that's why we are here today.
So I'll ask you, how much have you benefited from NEDEP program?
All right. At least for the training, the organized trainings, I've been discussing with them. They are now serving as a kind of consultant to me. Several times I call them, they give me one advice or the other, how to relate with the workers, and they have been opening up to me on some things. I always discuss with the workers through the Bank of Industry, and then on how to develop the youths. You know, our major focus is that for youths to be coming, graduating, and getting jobs. So I've been relating with them, and we have been making programs, running a kind of training. I believe that the way they are going with me, time will come, we will have more hands. They are really been doing well.
Okay, before NEDEP, what was your capacity? And on what capacity are you producing? What was your capacity?
Yes, we are producing a tonnage. My machine carries a tonnage, can finish it, but we're not meeting up. Like I told you, the raw materials, you need money to get it because you apply in time. We are not meeting up, but as they come in, they gave us some facilities to steer up the things. We changed. We also have new workers. At least I was working with, struggling with 4 workers to 6. But now we improved. We are looking up to 20 workers to join us now. And that's a good thing. Credits to their doing.
Yeah. So how do you get your raw materials?
We source it locally. Everything about tissues, you can get raw materials. We go to, formerly I was getting at Aba, but I later on moved down. When things change, you also change. I now started getting from Onitsha. We also get raw materials from Lagos, but I need near to my factory, so I get down to Onitsha. That's where I buy my raw materials. The same thing happens to my soap department too.
Where is the market and who are your customers?
Oh, I have a network of marketers. We have them in Port Harcourt, Bayosa. We have extended down to at Asaba. As I started relating with them, we were able to extend to Asaba. I have a distributor now at Asaba. And Owerri, I have some people, don't forget, I'm also a pastor, so I was able to go through my network in the churches and started linking with them. And the school serve a lot of purposes for us, so we have network of services through those areas we circulate them.
In terms of getting your market to the customers and instead of getting your products to the market, how has NEDEP helped in that regard? How have they helped you in that regard?
For the market, what they do, they advertise us. That's what they do. Once in a while, they advertise you. If you are doing well, they'll advertise you. I think they saw what I'm doing, and they encouraged me with adverts, making people to know. And I think with them, I will cross the east, and I will be heading down to other side of the country. We are also thinking of, through them, expanding to the neighborhood, like the Cameroon that is very close to us, because we have been negotiating with some people through Calabar, so that when they carry our product, they can ship down to Cameroon. So if we can capture that market, that's a big advantage. And the only way we can do it is with their publicity they are giving to us now. Thank you.
You said that ever since NEDEP, you benefited from the NEDEP
project.
Project. Your capacity utilization has improved, and your market also has improved. So can you please tell us precisely what was the full capacity of this factory, and was it producing at full capacity before NEDEP, and after NEDEP, what has happened? I want you to mention NEDEP program itself.
Okay, if I go by my machines, the full capacity is that we should be working about a ton per day, and that's about 30 tons in a month. Now, when they were not around me, we have never been able to meet up to that. NEDEP and Bank of Industry.
You say it again, that when NEDEP and Bank of Industry were not around you.
When they were not around me, we were not meeting up to that.
Who?
The NEDEP.
So
through Bank of Industry.
You have to say that when NEDEP, we have not benefited from NEDEP through Bank of Industry.
Yeah.
So that is how I want you to phrase it.
Okay. When we have not benefited from NEDEP through Bank of Industry, we were not really meeting up. We were struggling. Sometimes you manage to get 1 or 2 tons within 1 week. That's the only thing. That's not full, because you cannot serve your marketers. They will always call you. You see, this tissue has a lot of market. Everybody uses tissue now. So, but as they come in, we improved. Things changed. We now circulate even to the rural. We created a program, the rural mobile marketing, and we're able to even extend down to that area now because of their presence.
So have you been able to generate job opportunities in that regard?
That's true. I told you earlier that I was struggling between having only 6 workers. But now, we just conducted the interview last November, and we are targeting about 20 more new workers, because the power factory is expanding. You can see we will be building down to the other area to make sure that we accommodate the new workers that will come in. We have new workers, new marketers that we employed. And when you come to our machines now, because with their money, we increase and bought more new machines. So all the machines, including the subsections, is expanding more widely. So if we add more 20 hands into our number, we will be having about 25 to 26 working with us. And that's a new number, having 220 workers. And I believe that before the year grows down with the improvement, we'll hit up to 50.
Okay, good. So I want you to give us words on the marble, like words of encouragement to those who have supported you.
Yes.
And advise others who believe that NEDEP is not working. So I want you to come out and tell us.
I think
testimony.
I think it should be a fool that will be in this country and say NEDEP is not working. NEDEP is working, Bank of Industry is working. I am standing, and in fact, I am now mobilizing for them. I've been talking to friends who are into manufacturing, who doesn't also have hope, that doesn't know. I'm also talking to young people like me to think of manufacturing as the best option for us now. There's no need always hanging around looking for blames. The government is doing very fine. The government is doing it, and I am happy with Bank of Industry. I'm happy with Ministry of Finance too, because it's them that is...
Ministry of Trade and Investment.
Ministry of Trade and Investment, sorry. I think they are doing very well. So my advice to every person in this country is think of what you would do for the next person by your side than always looking for a blame to give. It has never really supported. If we are to change the nation, we must all work. There's no need living flamboyant life when you are not able to generate more new things to add. Thank you.
I started as an industrialist. We started with welding work before we enter into maintenance. The first machine we bought for maintenance is this big lathe machine. Before we bought the other one there, before we start buying this. Then at the time we decided to mix it up. We use this one to service industrial spare parts, like big shafts, big flanges, and then we recondition spare parts that are imported from overseas that are not good. Like what he's doing here now is an imported product, but it does not match. So we are making it to see that it fits in where it's supposed to be. And other things are coming. That is what we do here. Then on the other side, the plastic section. Yes, the plastic section, we do a lot of works there. We control molds, interlock molds. We sell our interlocks to almost the whole southeast. We sell them at Enugu, we sell them at Oka, we sell them at Port Harcourt, we sell them at Afikpo, we sell them at Aba, we sell them at Onitsha. Because our mold and that of Ibadan is almost the same thing. The difference is that the other one was made at Ibadan, but this one was made at Nnewi. We have the samples here. This is double T, Chaka. This is figure 8. Call this one figure 8. We call this one 3-star. 3-star. We call this one Zenith. Zenith, Chaka. This is the only place you can see this one. Even if they don't have it, this Zenith Chaka. This double T star. My friend offer global, J with them global. Then on the plastic section, when we receive financial support from the Bank of Industry, even though that the money we quoted for, they did not give us exactly the money. But the little one they give to us, we are managing it. We have been able to import this mold. This mold is about 550,000. We imported it 5. One CGL, one Bajaj, and then hangers like this 2. The only this one is the one we are able to get now. The other ones is at work since October. We have been going up and down for it. They said the company that brought it down to Nigeria has not started work up to now. That is why we are still not having it in our factory. We have big generator because, please, this is called global. Global. We have problem. The greatest problem we have is light. But thank God this time around we can see it. But before you get light, here, it takes a lot of time. We have generator, but because of our financial problem, that generator packed now. We are looking for the parts to repair it. Not that the parts is not around, but the money to do it. I believe before the end of this month or by next month, can get money and refurbish it. It will start to work. It will carry all these machines here. Now this one, the problem with this one is production. If you produce it 1 million a day, those who are buying it are inside the market, including the other one. If you can be able to produce it 1 million a day, the buyers are here. One of our customers parked this car here. This very car here. So like I said, this is global interlock. The brother here. So that's that.
You've told me yours, and I want to ask you the specifics now.
Okay.
Now, I'm sure you know about NEDEP.
NEDEP.
National Enterprise Development Program.
Okay.
I'm sure you know about it.
Yes.
And you benefit from it through BOI.
I don't know. We only know BOI.
It was because it is meant for small and medium scale companies like you.
Well,
So we want to ask you now, ever since you benefit this fund from BOI, how has it impacted on your business?
In short, I want to thank God for that finance. It threw us, if we have been at Newi, the money threw us to Lagos. We have expanded so, in short, this a lot of people know us now because of our productions more than when we have not gotten the money. Unlike this now, this is the best in the market, even the China. We beat the market with this product now because the mold was imported, and then we change the material they are using before to produce this one. Before, if you just drop this one on the ground, it will break. As a Christian, I say I can't do it. I wouldn't like to produce something for you. If you are fixing it, it break, you come and buy again from me. I say no. Then we change to this. When we change to this, the market rejected the other one that was broken. So this one is the order of the day. People are coming in every day for this mold, but at times we don't have more, light to produce.
Okay, sir, because we are here because of BOI, and what you are telling us will be heard in a documentary that we played in Abuja, so that more help can come in.
Okay.
So we need to get some specific questions from you so that they can improve on what they have given you.
Okay.
You can see how you have improved your business.
Okay.
So we want to know, before you get the money, how many staff do you have?
We have.
And when you get the money, how many staff do you
We
have
have.
now?
We have only 3 staffs, and those staffs are my sons. This one is an mechanical engineer, Unizik. The other one is an engineer again. We have another one that is not here. He's a chemical engineer. All of them are my sons. We work here. But after when we got the loan, we can be able to boast about 12 workers now. So many of them are not here now. About 2, and we intended bringing in another machine by the end of this month. What is holding us is cash, and when we get this thing, we will employ up to 11 or 12 more workers, making about 24. Because this one, you work in the night and in the day. Throughout the day, it works.
And so your capacity, your raw materials, where do you get your raw materials?
We get our raw material in Onitsha.
From Onitsha?
Yes.
Before you got the loan, how much of the raw materials do you get? And
We,
after you get the loan, how much of the raw materials?
That is exactly what I'm telling you before. That is just like catapulting us from Newi to Lagos. Before we got this loan, we were using at least 200 to 300 kg. Highest is 300 kg. But what we pack here now, is 1.5 tons, 1,500 kg. So we can be able to go to Onitsha now and carry 1 ton, 1,000 tons, 1,000 kg back to here, because the market is moving. When we were doing this interlock, the interlock was it's just like seasonal business. But this one, if you produce it today, now, before the next hour, the buyers are here.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. I think that's about what I want to ask, except I want you to just summarize and give testimony. And I want you to mention NEDEP, because Minister of Trade and Investment is the one in charge of NEDEP that passes through BOI. So I want you to give us testimony of how NEDEP has helped your business. And I want you to mention NEDEP through BOI.
I want to thank God for NEDEP, because you see smile in my face before you can see it. Because by that time I was a struggling man. I struggle without achieving anything. But this time around, as I am now, I do night work. to meet up the demand of the people. And when I cut my sleep, I know that something is coming the following morning. That was what your people did to us. If not that, before I sleep 24 hours, 12 hours every day. But this time, at times I sleep 5 to meet up the demand of the people. So they help us, not only giving us money, they introduce us almost to the world. Because this headlamp pass across Nigeria. Then some of them are going to Niger, some of them are going to Chad, so many places in the world. In the world today, this headlamp is going there now. So we don't print our name. Why we don't print our name is that let us start first. If we start first, then we can be able to print our name. And then buyers from outside will begin to come and look for us here. So I really thank you people. You are God sent. And I believe that as you are helping industry to grow, that was my cry. For about 15, 20 years ago, I was crying that government did not come to our help. And I said that, okay, like if this thing now, formerly they were selling this thing 100 naira. But because of our new development, we cut it down to 20 naira. One piece of this now is 20 naira. So it cut down the price of the market. And then when the industries in Nigeria are working, it will save the cost of dollar for those who are importing it from overseas. Thank you very much.
Please, can you tell us what you do here?
We produce nylon. That's our job, is to produce nylons, polythenes, any size, anything polythene.
Can you tell us how you benefited from the National Enterprise Development Program, NEDEP, through Bank of Industry?
As of last year, by November, I am one of the beneficiaries that I am lucky to get some machines from the Bank of Industry. That's November 2013. So I'm one of them.
We are one of the beneficiaries of
from Bank of Industry.
Beneficiary of what are we able to gain from NEDEP?
I thank God for helping me through that NEDEP to achieve some of what I need from the Bank of Industry. So I'm one of their beneficiaries from 2013 November, that I've been supplied some machines, the equipment that I'm using for my own work.
Okay, well, when you get the machine, before you get the loan, how has your work been? And after you get the loan, how has it supported you?
Much. It's so important and helpful, because now some of the work that I'm going outside to work and carry come, they less some of the cost for me. And then my customers are coming here to work them, not to go there and work and carry come in to cut. So I'm blowing now, cutting for them.
So before you get this loan, how many workers do you have? And after the loan, how many workers do you have?
I have 5 workers.
Before you get the
Before I get the loan. Then, but now after the loan, then I employ more 10, so which is 15.
So after you got this thing, the workers improve your workers. Your capacity has it improved?
It's improving little because some of we are paying the workers, and what we are aiming to achieve, we haven't get there. So we are trying to get there, and we are hoping that we can get more from the NEDEP through the Bank of Industry to achieve our goal, because there's a way that we are targeting to know that the level of the polythene products we are indeed.
If you are fully supported, how many jobs do you want to create? How many workers do you intend to recruit if you get more support? Many,
because this is food that now I need it 2 more, because I'm working white, I'm working black, and I'm working the other special packs. This one is not sufficient for the blowing, because when you blow white, when you want to blow the black, then after blowing black, you will flush. Then you are wasting your materials. Then when you are blowing the other color, you are wasting your materials by flushing. So if to say I have this thing straight, that is straight that I need, so the whole colors will be here. So I'll be okay. And the issue of the machine now, the extruder used to be 4 workers on one. So you help to employ people and achieve what we want to achieve.
So the loan that you got now, market-wise, have you been able to market your product very well?
The marketing is moving because now I'm into service charge mostly. So it's helped to reach people and give them what they need.
So where do you get your raw materials? What are your raw materials and where do you get them from?
No, we bought from the distributors here. Direct, the LMA, you know, their distributors are here in the States. So we buy through them. We haven't got to the LMA company to carry our own location because we are not up to make it with them because of finance something.
So your raw materials are readily
here in this estate. We are getting them here.
Okay, those people that you are getting raw materials from, when you are now supporting them, buying more, how much of raw materials are you buying before you get the loan? And how much are you buying now?
Now, you know, all the whole raw materials, I'm not the one that's providing them now because people are bringing their work so that we will work for them. Then I charge them. They'll carry their work. So by now, at least, it's helped me to increase my own ton. Then the customer soon helping to achieve another end from the job. So that we will achieve what we want to achieve. And then when we get reach our level, then we employ workers. At least working with 30, 40 workers, at least you less the job opportunity, so people will not hanging around anymore. We are blowing this. And you know, we are blowing this. This is white, this is black. They are not going at the same time. When you blow this one finish, then you will find material to flush this out, not to stain the white. When you blow green again, you will still flush them. So if to say my extruder is up to 3 now, you know that 3 colors,
Blowing machine.
the blowing machine is up to 3 now. One for black, one for white, one for that, the other and other products. So it will help us a lot to make the business. This is special packing for water, pure water. This is packing bag. We call it packing bag.
Look ahead. Right. What is this one?
This is packing bag for sachet water.
And the other one?
This is general use for every market sellers in the market, even every home. Some use it to pack food, all their food into fridge or put into the cooking. All these women that are selling, they cannot sell without this. And likewise, this is a shopping bag. This is black. So we get another one. We work with hands. One with hands. The other one had that top. Now that English ceiling. Oh, packet in there. So even we produce this special pack where they use packet Coca-Cola company, they use all these packing waters. We call that one packing bags, for packages.